You listen to me. You're Nick fucking... Whoa, Cage!
Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies, a podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, second take, if you will. I am your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me, as always, my co-host, Jake Twito.
4 rules of staying alive in Bangkok.
Oh!
Don't touch women.
Yeah.
You don't know who they are. The other ones I don't remember. I don't know. Pay your taxes. Then you don't have to make movies like this.
Yeah. I remembered this being a lot better than it was.
Honestly, this movie started and I was like, oh, this is tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then 5 minutes after that, I went, no, I'm wrong.
It's a little boring.
The Pang brothers actually suck.
I feel like either, like you said, like this was Nick Cage trying to make money to pay taxes, or like he saw a movie these guys directed and was like, yeah, I'll do a movie with them. Because I feel like he's that type of guy.
Yeah, this was not good.
Yeah, that's why not John Wick, Keanu Reeves did that Knock Knock movie or whatever.
Yeah,
because like a buddy of his was directing it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be in it. Why not?"
Man, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There are parts of this movie that I've already blacked out on.
Me too.
Because it's like, what is this? And also, is Nick Cage in? Okay, hold on. What's this movie about?
Oh yeah.
Right,
It's been a couple weeks, so
it's just that bad. I want to talk about how bad it is.
Yeah. A hitman who's in Bangkok to pull off a series of jobs violates his personal code when he falls for a local woman and bonds with his errand boy.
Ugh. I don't like how that's working.
That's weird.
I'm gonna bond with you.
Errand boy makes it sound weird.
Yeah, tuck me in, errand boy.
No.
Hey, Diddy talk.
Oh. I don't want to talk about that.
All I want to talk about. I need to know more.
I don't need to know anything.
Well, I heard he was tickling hairless dogs.
You know what? That could be false, and that could be true. That's the thing about Diddy right now.
Look, never mind. Let me not incriminate myself here. We're good. Is there a positive review?
Slightly. The Hollywood Reporter said Bangkok won't be making any appearances at the Oscars, but it is executed with skill and a severed limb or two notwithstanding, without too much bloody excess.
Yes, this movie. It's movie.
It's a movie that they made.
They movied.
They movied all over the place. Owen Gleiberman of Entertainment Weekly with the negative review. The filmmakers even managed to turn seamy Bangkok into the least exotic setting imaginable.
Yeah. This doesn't help the tourism.
Yeah, it's done better in The Hangover Part 2 than this.
Yeah, there's no, lady boys in this.
Yeah, you didn't really need
All right, look, off the gate.
Uh-huh.
Is Nick Cage wearing prosthetics in this movie?
I don't think so.
Why does it not look like him ever?
I think it's the hair.
Okay. I think he dyed the hair.
And I don't think it's a wig. I think that's his hair.
No. It's definitely his hair. It aligns with, the Jump movie. It's the same length. Like, I'm looking at the movie poster. It looks like they Asianed him up.
I think they did a little bit.
And it's weird.
I think
Uncanny Valley.
they like really dyed his hair like jet black.
I thought he had a fake nose, but I think
No,
that is
that's-
his nose. I think it's just the
that's-
hair really throws it off.
That's
that
all
bad.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
This starts with opening narration about Nick Cage explains what it's like being a hitman, and
I paused it about 30 times, going, "Am I watching the right movie?"
he's like, "Don't get close to people. You just use a person that won't be missed in the city you go to, and the minute you thinking about getting out, that's when you need to get out." I think that's the rules. I can't really remember the rules.
Matter, he never follows them. He never follows them.
Well, that's what I mean. That's the whole point of this movie is like this is going to be his last one. So like,
Okay, I guess I didn't realize this was going to be his last.
yeah, he
deal.
makes that decision at the beginning of the movie when he sees that kid in the airport, and
Okay,
he kind of decides like, I'm going to get out. So
I want to kidnap a kid.
I don't think that was the intention.
Yeah, but like, I don't even remember. I guess we see him kill someone in Prague first, right? Like
I think that's where it starts. Yeah.
yeah. But he also has a really sweet watch. It's a real watch.
Sure do. Sure does.
It's Nick Cage's favorite watch.
I'm sure it
He
is.
endorses it all the time. It's a Ventura VTech Sigma.
I don't know
the
anything
model.
about watches, so I leave that to you.
Yeah, I don't either. I just know, like, I saw that watch and I went, that was in Ghost Rider. That was in Jump. That was in...
Must be his watch.
Yep.
So he takes one last job, killing 4 people. He recruits a young man named Kong, who is like just a street kid.
I wanted this kid to be the guy from Gran Torino.
Oh
The,
yeah.
Clint
I know what you're talking
Eastwood
about.
movie.
Yeah,
I just wanted that to be the same person for some reason. It's not.
because I
No,
think
it's not as likable. It's just like,
Gran Torino came out about the same time as this. I think.
did it?
I
Oh
think
God,
so.
no, yeah, you're right. 2008, yeah.
So that kid was still a kid. I could be
Dude,
wrong.
good call. Same year. You were spot on.
Yeah.
B-Vang. I forgot Scott Eastwood was in that movie too.
Yeah, that was when Clint Eastwood first started acknowledging Scott Eastwood as his son. So
He's a good kid. I'm an old cranky man and I'm racist.
get off my lawn.
Never mind. Wow. Let me save you an edit.
He instructs Kong to just to when the phone calls, pick it up, and you're just gonna pick up stuff for me. And
Kong's a pickpocket. That's
Yes,
how
he's
the
a
whole like
pickpocket,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. He sees him slice a backpack, which
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you how screwed up this movie got me. I went and took a razor blade to a backpack I'm gonna throw away because it smells awful. You cannot cut through a backpack as easy as this movie did.
No.
That is impossible.
No.
I tried to video it, but I cut my hand,
Oh.
so I didn't. Thanks, Nick.
From what I've heard, like the best depiction of pickpocketing is in the movie Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie.
Yeah. You ever been pickpocketed?
No.
Caught a guy once trying to stick his hand in my jacket in New York. It was awesome. I'm not a violent person, but I felt the hand, grabbed his wrist, and punched him as hard as I could in the chest, and then kept walking.
I mean, fair.
I think about that day a lot, and I'm like, yeah, that was
think about
great.
that day
I
a
feel
lot.
good. I feel so
It
good.
makes me feel good.
Oh yes.
So Kong, he's there to kill 4 people, and
What the heck is this whole deal of? You got to go pick up the briefcase for me.
yeah,
I mean, I guess it's to protect the.
he wants no contact with the client, and
Yeah.
and he doesn't want the client to know who he is. So Kong starts goes to the dance club and picks up these packages from a dancer who he falls in love with. He has a love interest in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
AOM.
I had to look it up.
Oh, the other thing is he doesn't want to know don't ask questions. So he doesn't want to know who the victims are. That's another one of his things. But again, that rule gets broken.
Yeah. Also, like, what do you open up a briefcase? You see a picture of a person, then you have to go find them and not know who they are.
Yeah.
This is impossible. This whole movie's flawed. It's stupid. Lionsgate sucks for making this thing happen.
Yeah. Well, they've made bank off of Hunger Games and John Wick, so.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, he does hit his first execution in Bangkok. Does it on a motorcycle.
Sloppy as hell to me because he like just drives in front of it and unloads.
Got that Mac 11. He just.
I figured he was going to be like one of those hitmen that like makes everything look like an accident.
I thought this was going to be like the actual Hitman franchise.
No, this was.
Have you ever seen any of those movies?
Yes, they're all terrible.
I know they're so bad.
They're so bad.
So good. The games though,
depending on which game, but yeah.
Yeah, no, some of them are hot trash, but some of them,
yeah.
Boy, you can lose your soul.
Yeah, Hitman with Timothy Oliphant, just no good. Agent.
I forgot how bad that movie was. Yeah,
Agent 47. Agent 47, like they came up with like a human that could have bulletproof skin, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Adamantium.
So his second kill, I forget what it is.
Second target.
Is that the one in the pool?
Sorry, I'm looking at my notes because it's a sex trafficker. Like, it's a bad guy.
Yeah, because he starts talking to Kong, and Kong starts like informing him on like who these people are.
Yeah, he's a rival of another crime boss, and he does. Yeah, gets him in the pool. He drowns him in the pool eventually. Which like Kong starts to really love him. Of like, you're a superhero essentially. I want to be you. Like you're helping.
Yeah. And then on one of the getaway, I think the getaway on like from when he shot the guy in the car, he cuts his arm on some rebar or something, and goes into
on this one.
Yeah, goes into a pharmacy, and meets a young lady who works at the pharmacy, who he thinks is very pretty, and he wants to take out on a date.
Fine, you're so beautiful.
Oh,
can't hear you.
Yeah. What you say?
What are the words coming out of your mouth? Yeah, she's deaf and mute. So 1-2 punch.
So he has a wonderful little date with the young lady, and sparks fly, I guess. I mean, I don't really.
Yeah, sparks fly and like set the world on fire because he goes on a date with her, meets her mom.
Yeah,
and they're walking through one of the wildest sequences. Like they should have done this all the way. Like at this point in time, people are like, "Oh, we know who the assassin is."
Yeah,
and the guy that's paying him is trying to kill him for some reason. Do we understand why?
I didn't.
It didn't make any sense. Like, why would you?
It was very difficult to watch this movie. Like,
it doesn't make any sense. Like, the guy's paying for hits, and he's like, "I'm going to kill the assassin,"
and
before he can do it.
And then they get curious for some reason because they see that Kong and the lady are getting close. So they start getting real curious for some reason, and so
they're on a date, and some of these ninjas pop up.
Yeah,
he kills all of them, and she can't hear it. And I went, dude, if
that's right, she's also deaf. She literally is deaf.
Yeah, she's deaf. So like, if he kills all of them and hides their bodies before she turns around, this is a good movie. No, she sees all the blood and the blood splatter on her, and she bounces. She's done for.
Yeah, she's scarred.
Traumatized. She didn't even go to the pharmacy anymore to get drugs to feel better.
And in the meantime, Nick, I don't even know if the character has a name other than Boss.
Joe?
Oh, Joe. Okay.
Joe. Yeah.
Joe teaches Kong how to be a hitman, basically.
Teach him how to be a man.
Because Kong is just so curious, and he teaches him how to shoot a gun.
You've got to squeeze the trigger, not pull it.
You pull it. You gotta have eyes in the back of your head.
Have you ever put your wiener on a trigger and peed?
No. That turned into
I
Keanu.
did National Treasure 5.
There's a fine line between Nicolas Cage and Keanu, and you gotta.
Yeah, and one of them's
find it.
respectable.
Yeah, and the other one buys T-Rex skulls and has to give it back to a government. Greatest actor of all time. Greatest actor of all time.
I love it. Oh my. No, this movie is still the best.
Yeah.
He's the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
It's not enough Rage Cage.
He's the only reason this movie got made. Like,
oh yeah.
It was Korean. I'm sure it was Korean director. I think they're Korean.
No, they're Thai.
Oh, they're Thai. Well, that's why it's set in Thailand. And
yeah, they're Thai. They're Thai. The Pate brothers are all.
It's a very Thai movie.
No, I'm sorry. They're Hong Kong. They're Hong Kong.
From Hong Kong.
British Hong Kong though.
Yeah.
So,
but before it got took back.
Also, speaking of that, this movie was filmed during the coup d'etat.
Ooh.
Like, someone tried to overthrow the Thailand government, and they were filming where and when it happened, and just kept going while it happened. Like this garbage movie, they're like, the Thailand country could be falling apart. We're gonna keep filming.
Keep filming. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so the next victim on the list is a guy. They know that he goes to a little floating market, and Nicolas Cage, he is so out of place in this movie. Like,
well, and this is where too they follow the messenger. They follow Kong, and he says, "Take all the documents, put your phone in it," and he gives them the like, "I'll kill you if you keep doing this." But yeah, he stands out like crazy, like especially in Thailand. Like, I recently watched Conan O'Brien's travel show. He goes to Thailand.
Oh my god,
he stands out.
Yeah. Have you watched the new season with Spain and New Zealand?
It's so good, dude. I can't wait till tomorrow. Hey, look, all right, little pause. I work in service now. For anyone listening, there's a big conference every year. Conan O'Brien did the final keynote speech.
This year?
Yeah. They paid for Conan O'Brien to come talk about, like, and there's another girl who's in a TV show on Apple TV called Shrinking.
Yes.
It's a black girl. She was hilarious. She was awesome. I wish I remembered her name. Conan made fun of the entire tech industry. Conan, the guy's like asking questions, and Conan said, "This is my stage now. For the next hour, you'll do whatever I tell you." And at some point in time, he goes, "The only reason I'm here is because I wanted to hang out with her. I've never met her. I don't care any apart from that." Dude, it was like, for me, like, I love work. I love that stuff. It's like a cult, though.
Yeah.
And him crapping on people for that, like, it was just beautiful. I just sat there dying.
He's really the best.
My only dream as a child, which I'll never get, is I wanted to be famous. But I wanted to be famous because I wanted to go on Conan's show. That was it. I didn't care about being famous. I just wanted to go on Conan.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But now we can't. No. Conan's dead.
Well, he's not dead, but...
Well, yeah.
He has a way more successful podcast than...
Yeah, beautiful. But yeah, that show's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nick Cage stands out. His character...
He's got on a...
Does not...
They're in this floating market, and he has on this, like, white cowboy hat with, like, mirror Ray-Bans.
I had to pause it and rewind it. I'm like, is that a straw hat?
No.
That'd fit. No. Home Dog has a Texas cowboy hat. Like,
and his grand idea is to stick a silencer through, like, a blanket
Flowers.
and act like he has a video camera out to like shoot this guy, I guess. And then the guy clocks it as soon as he like floats by him.
Yeah, because they dock. Well, there was a girl that was like, "You got to move. I'm trying to sell stuff," and then he got the attention of it.
Yeah.
I think it would have worked, but like, dude, the guy that's piloting the boat has to know you just shot a gun. Like silencers aren't.
Yeah, they sound like a hand clap.
That was the sloppiest thing. Like, he's not a good assassin.
Yeah,
He's terrible. But maybe that's how the real world. I don't know.
Well,
but that boat sequence,
it's kind of like the opening of that Glenn Powell Hitman movie said. Like, there's no such thing as a hitman.
No.
It's there's nobody out there killing people for money, except they work for the government.
That boat chase was the most boring thing I've ever watched. When they actually like panned out and you see how slow they're going.
It was so hard to not look at my phone during this movie.
Yeah, this just wasn't good.
Yeah.
I don't mean to just repeat that over and over again. There are good, bad Nick Cage movies. This one's
bad.
Yeah.
It's not even like Unhinged Cage.
No, he's
like
subtle the entire time.
Even keel throughout the whole movie and like not as like wild or crazy, but it gets down to the final guy and
who's the Prime Minister of Thailand,
and
which the whole thing's framed up to be JFK. I don't know if you called that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, dude, this is insane. And I said 100% some foreigner had to write this, foreign from U.S. Of I'm going to pay homage to the JFK assassination. Now we don't do that really. Like,
yeah, and of course he gets guilt tripped because Kong is like, no, he's like the best guy.
He's like you.
Yeah,
you guys are doing good things,
and you're doing good things. And our protagonist has a crisis of faith and doesn't do it.
But they see him.
They see him. The bad guys see him, and the security guys see him. And so the bad guys end up kidnapping Kong and Is that her name?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kong.
It gets a little fuzzy for me because it was hard. Again, it was hard to pay attention.
The ending is just there's two endings. So you and I watched the second ending. There is an alternative ending. So that I'll run you through that because it starts here. So like they know who Joe is, they know where he lives. So they go to his house to try and get him. And he's figured out, like, I think they called him. Like, we have your boy Kong. Better get over here. Demal. And so he has a fight in his house. He has explosives. Starts killing them all. So then he has to make the decision, is he going to go save Kong or leave the country where he's safe? So he decides, I'm going to go to the gang headquarters and kill all these boys. He has one guy with him that's like almost dead. And you get the dumbest sequence of Nicolas Cage walking a guy in front of him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He crosses pistols in front of him and yeah.
Oh, dude,
I was done.
The shootout where like they're both shooting those water jugs. Like there's a guy on one side and him on the other, and they're just like shooting through water jugs at each other. And it's like, this is a waste of. This guy is not a good assassin. He's wasting ammo.
So again, he wastes a lot of people with more explosives.
Yeah. Saves
the two of them. The gang leader flees, and Joe follows him. And then the police arrive, but Joe only has one bullet.
Yeah.
So he puts his head next to him, next to the other guy.
And blows his head off.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was like, okay, so that's it. and it ends with just a shot of Kong just like standing there, and it cuts to
Yeah.
black.
The alternate ending, Joe's about to kill himself and sees Kong trying to steal a police car and goes and saves him.
Oh,
So he kills Surratt, like the overall mob boss has been
Yeah.
paying him. Goes to the stolen car, even though he's been shot, and they manage to hide out and square away. And then Kong like tells people that Joe killed Surratt, so everyone loves him. He's the hero of, he killed the bad guys. He takes him to a boatman and lets him escape the country.
Yeah.
So in thanks, Joe gives him his bank account. That's the ending. The other ending.
and then like it's never followed up on with the pharmacist. Like no, like
Well, I mean, she didn't hear what happened.
that just goes nowhere. I just chose to ignore it.
Yeah, I expected that to pop back up somewhere, but no, she's just
But,
gone.
Yeah,
Which-
in the ending we watched, I assumed you watched it on Prime like I did.
yeah. And
It's-
that's I mean, like, to be honest, like, that's a total Asian film thing.
Yeah.
Is you have a love interest, something goes awry, she's just gone.
She's gone.
It's very Western to you get the girl.
And well, not even to get a girl, but like just have some resolution where she's like, no, fuck that. I don't want.
Nah, no, dude, the scrolls end.
There's just never any resolution to that, and
Nope. The dragon eats it. We're done.
it's
Dead.
It was just
Done.
hard. It's hard to care about him as a character. He has no change. Like Kong has more of an arc than he does, I guess. You don't root for anybody in this movie.
This was a garbage movie of nothing. It gets a 1.9.
Yeah, it gets like a 1.5 for me. Like it's just.
I mean, there are some cool ish things.
Yeah.
I don't know what Nick Cage knows about martial arts, but like they did Wing Chun in this, I think.
Mhm.
I tried to look it up. I'm always curious, like,
I'm sure he knows some of it.
yeah, but isn't it good? This is bad movie. Not good bad.
Not good.
No.
Not good. At
No,
all.
and I don't think it made any money. Well, no, it got close. $45 million budget, 42.5 box office.
This came out 2008. So yeah, my first year of college, I think.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between
I'm trying
19 and 36.
I'm trying to do this anytime we do this. Like that year, what are the best films?
Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight,
The Iron Man,
Iron Man, Dark Knight,
The Wrestler came out. Wall-E,
Wrestler.
Dark Knight, yeah. Slumdog Millionaire, Bolt, Kung Fu Panda, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Hellboy 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hellboy 2 came out. Like that CGI. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, in Bruges.
Ooh, that's a good one.
God, that's Tropic Thunder.
Oh, that is a brilliant movie.
You know, man, I need to watch that movie again. I have a good feeling with time. I think that's probably aged very well.
Some of it.
Some, yeah. There's parts where I can see. Gran Torino, we already talked about. Burn After Reading.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull
Ugh.
was that year too. There's one, Wanted is what I was like. I think that was that year too.
Wanted. That's an okay movie. We've talked about that movie, haven't we?
We did it, yeah. Yeah.
We did. I have to look. That
Yeah,
up.
yeah. We're at this point now. Yeah, I think we did. Curve Your Bullets, and we talked about. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I'm dreaming about.
I think we tried to do it. We just haven't. We have talked about doing it. I remember that, but
Yeah, getting that wax, boy.
yeah.
Hey, what you watching? What you reading? What you playing? What you doing?
I am rewatching Westworld.
Ooh, I need to do that.
I just finished the first season. That season was a really good season of television.
That was phenomenal, man. That was like top
Mm-hmm.
tier movie. I mean, TV show, excuse me.
Yeah.
That was HBO at its peak,
Mm-hmm.
almost.
Let's see. Oh, you know, we both have a shared love of Funhouse, or old Funhouse or whatever. Have you listened to James and Elisa's new podcast?
Is that with
AJ?
Zach Hanners?
Yeah. I
need to, dude. I've been putting that off. I need to.
There's
so
only
bad.
like 4 or 5 episodes out, but
yeah,
I
love them. But that guy Zach Hanners, I adore that guy, dude.
He's
He
hilarious.
is. If you're listening to this, just go find him on YouTube. Go find him on Funhouse too.
Yes, he's really good on Funhouse.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to see Mission Impossible on Saturday.
Nice.
Let's see. What else? I think that's it, you know?
Well.
RoboCop, Rogue City.
Oh, playing the game?
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's a good time.
I played the demo, and I'm like, oh, this is fun as crap.
It's not made very well, but, like, it's still fun.
Nope. It is great, though.
They got Peter Weller back for RoboCop, so.
Yep, they did what they could.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched. I'm a little late to the party. I watched Captain America: Brave New World on the plane. I wanted to like it a lot.
I did too.
I fell asleep.
When it comes out on Disney Plus next week, I'm gonna like. I might have. It's one of those movies I have to watch again to like fully have an opinion on it.
Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? What's the actor's name?
Anthony Mackie.
Thank you. I kept saying Mackie was right. I kept saying Sam Mackie, combining Captain America and him.
Sam Wilson, and yeah,
he's great. He's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, he's great in the role. Like he makes a good Captain America.
Yeah, it sucks. I loved him so much.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mind Harrison Ford either. It's just a garbage story.
Yeah, it's
and why didn't you pepper in?
There was so many reshoots and rewrites,
and you can tell.
Yeah,
you can fully tell where there's a reshoot.
You can tell when the reshoots happen.
That's a problem. Like it's night and day.
Now, I don't know if we've talked about this since I saw it, but Thunderbolts.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to so bad.
Wow.
In Vegas, I talked to a guy who was definitely drunk, who works for Disney at the conference, and he was like, "Thunderbolts." I don't know where he's from, but his accent's not. He's like, "Thunderbolts made me cry."
It about made me cry.
And he said, "It is so emotional and so beautiful to go back to feeling good about movies again."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Wow, okay." So I really need to catch it.
They nailed that.
Yeah.
And there's not a hint of a reshoot or like however Marvel makes movies nowadays. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was heartbroken watching that movie. Like they wasted so much stuff.
And my problem with Sam Wilson, I think, makes a good Captain America, the character Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
But they've made such a stink about him not taking the super soldier serum.
Yeah, it gets old.
That now he can't.
Does he ever in the comics?
I think so.
I thought he did too. At some point, he folded.
And that he also has a bird that he shares a telepathic link with. But
I'm all about this. Let me see that movie. Let me see that movie. Let me see him and the bird.
Get him a real falcon, you cowards.
Yeah, forget this AI robot bullcrap.
Yeah, like I like the idea that he uses empathy to talk down the Red Hulk and to talk down the president. But I just don't think
I did love that. Like, I'm not a violent. I don't know. I'm not a physical violence. I feel like you can talk anything out in life.
Yeah, and
I loved it. That was great.
That movie could have been like the Manchurian Candidate.
That's what they should have done. They should have gone harder.
And we should have like, even though it's super obvious, they never should have revealed the identity of the Red Hulk, because they didn't in the comics for years.
That's the worst part, man.
Yeah. It's like you saw, like, they advertised it so much that you were just waiting on it through the whole movie.
And like the Bucky cameo
Yeah.
was great. Why didn't anybody else show up in this movie?
Yeah.
I felt like that was the only saving grace this movie could have had as it was, if other people showed up, which don't say anything. I mean, I understand what the actual name of Thunderbolts is.
Yeah.
I've already had that, you know.
I mean,
figured
they ripped that
too.
Band-Aid the first weekend.
Yeah. I don't know. Just, I'm looking forward to watching that.
Which I knew they were going to, that's what that asterisk meant, is like, they're going to be calling something else.
I do have Apple TV.
Ooh.
Again, Logan got a new phone, so we have a couple months for free. So started Severance back. I've been watching The Studio.
That looks really good.
Logan's, she likes it. I love it. I think you're gonna dig it a lot. Like it's a lot of, there's some pretentiousness to it.
Oh yeah,
but it's good. I don't know. It's Seth Rogen's, like, it's like a love letter to film.
I know it's shot like a oneer. Like a lot of it is shot like that.
There is one episode called The Oneer.
Okay.
And I sat there in awe. And like, you know, if you're just watching the show, it's like, yeah, that was okay. But like, then you understand, like, oh no, that was one guy or one camera, you know, handed off. I don't know. It's really intelligent. It's really well done.
I want to see that John Krasinski movie that's coming out on Apple.
I do too. It looks phenomenal. It's a Guy Ritchie movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get him out of that Disney.
I just hope it's not like a Guy Ritchie movie that doesn't feel like a Guy Ritchie movie, you know?
I don't think it'll feel like one exactly, but I think it'll be close enough.
Yeah. Because even the King Arthur movie he made felt like a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it had its moments. What else have I been reading, dude? I meant to read the Haymitch book.
Yeah.
Did not touch it.
It's not a happy ending. Spoiler.
I figured it can't be. So. I am trying to think of anything else I'm watching that's like, ooh, you should check this out. But really, it's been
there hasn't been a lot.
Wrexham's back on if you enjoy that.
Yeah. Welcome,
Wrexham. It's just fun. Playing games, dude. I'm still hooked on Schedule 1, which is the drug simulator. It's in like beta. It's so fun. It's good, but I think that's about it, man. Just kind of slow.
Next week we pray to the altar of Tom Cruise.
We're gonna get so young.
Yes,
dude. I'm gonna de-age like 30 years.
Yeah.
When I drink his blood.
Somebody brought up a good point. I was watching a YouTube video and they were like, Tom Cruise chose his younger years to hone in on like acting and like being in these serious dramas, and then is using his later years to become like a major action star.
Yeah, I think that was intentional.
Yeah,
honestly, I think he was like, I'm gonna learn the craft and then do what I want to do.
He did the reverse of what everybody has done, and that's why he is who he is. You know, crazy Scientology or not.
And I'll tell you this, man. The first Mission Impossible is probably one of my favorite movies ever made.
It's one of the best.
I mean, like I had the N64 video game.
Oh wow!
And I was hooked. And then I also used to take bubble gum, and pinch it together and throw it in places and just wait for it to blow up. Didn't happen, but still.
It's one of the best. They had a fall off in quality for one movie, and then
hey, if you want to find out more about that, check out our history because it sucked.
We did an episode on that.
It sucked.
So, if you have a suggestion for a movie we should do, you can send that to secondtakemoviespod@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Second Take Movies. You can subscribe to the YouTube. I don't know if when you say that, there's supposed to be like a little thing that lights up on YouTube at the bottom somewhere down here.
I
haven't tested it out.
Subscribe.
Shockingly, I don't watch the YouTube videos that we make, but
I watched the shorts to figure out what dumb thing did I forget I said that I'm gonna have to explain to somebody in life.
Yeah, it's out there.
I don't think I said anything this episode.
No, I don't think we did either. We might not get a short out of this week. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we say something stupid now.
Nah. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to Kanye West lately.
Next several weeks is going to be Mission Impossible. So buckle up for that, and we will see you next week with Mission Impossible 1.